we have had a time trying to find out how the streets got their names. But they didn't name the streets. The streets had no names, so they were Front Street, Back Street, and so forth, until they started delivering mail. So at that point, somebody said the post office named it, but we really don't know for sure. But Warreed, somebody said it was named for two families, but anybody can guess whatever they want, you know. Hall Street, there was a hall left over from the fairgrounds. It was supposed that the name came from that old hall. But First Street was the main street to the mill, and the first street with houses. Pearl Street is still a mystery. If anybody here knows, please speak up. And Walker Street, there was a Mr. Walker that was superintendent of Runnymede for many, many years. Now, we can only guess. I mean, take your pick, believe it or not, you know. And Runnymede Street is a little middle street that goes all the way down between the houses. Thomas Wolfe says you can't go home again. But Alice Poe says the truth is that you never ever can leave it. This statement can be proved by those of us who live away and we can't sleep. We go up and down the streets of Runnymede, putting people in their old homes instead of counting sheep. I bet some of the older people here do the same. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Did she say that no one knew how Pearl Street got its name? Pardon? A lot of pearls. That's what it is. The pearls of Pearl Street. I'm going to do something which isn't on the program, but this thing just popped into my mind and it feels good, so I'm going to do it. Before I do that, just let me tell you a little something that I remember. I want you to turn in your programs to the first picture page. There are 6 young ladies there sitting on a Coca-Cola box. I assume this was taken during World War II, but I want you to look at those beauties. And I want you to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's a young lady by the name of Ella Merrill Palin Dewey. This is a true story. During the war, when those Marines and others were coming in to see our young ladies on Runnymede, the story is told that Bob Dewey, Bob Rosencutter, and some of the others of those who were driving in, but Bob Dewey was walking down the street, and he wanted to know what those little houses were out the back of the house. And Ella Merrill, thinking very quickly, said, "That is my daddy's tool shed." Now you can imagine when Bob Dewey had to go to the restroom, but Ella Merrill tried to keep him, I guess, from there. But the first time he sat down on that thing and the water started to run continuously, and it might have even squealed. But that was my way of introducing these 6 ladies. And you know what I want them to do? I want them to come right up here, and I want you to know okay? Jet Owens, I believe. I can't remember all the names. Daisy Roundtree Hudson. Is Ann here? Ann Rogers? And Evelyn Butler and Blanche. Is everybody here? All but Ann. I want them to just line up here because these were the beauties at the time. Come on. Isn't this wonderful? Now the only thing I regret is that I don't have my In the Mood tape, because I bet you they could show us something. That's coming up, Ella Merrill said. Turn around and get this on camera, video. And if you young ladies would like to say anything, just shout it out. Ella Merrill, I know you've never been lost for words. Go ahead. Oh, I said the wrong thing. Anybody have anything you'd like to say? Anybody like to make a speech?
I would like to say it's wonderful to be here, and I love every one of you.
Amen. Go ahead. Yes, you can go back. I thought Ellen Merle was going to make a little more of a speech. Okay, some of you will remember the name Lise Carpenter. She was supposed to be here tonight, couldn't be, and she has sent a cassette tape. Reverend Connor said that he took this over the telephone. We don't know what the quality is, at least I haven't heard it. But I'm going to ask Wiley to come so he can punch his tape recorder. And what we want to do is to just listen, and if it's going good, we will listen to all of it. If it isn't, we will just let you listen to 2 or 3 or 4 minutes of it. But let's hear what Lise wanted to say if she had been here tonight. No, it's right.
And let's start. I remember Mr. George Howard Sr., a good, kind, and just...
Some of you are waiting tonight to reminisce about the dancing and the musical aspects of it. And I understand there will be a DJ, and there will be some slow music, not any fast music. And some people will relive those times. But since it has been, the committee has invited June and Joe Hood, who are going to demonstrate a number of the old dances that we can remember. And I understand that June was born on Runnymede. June, stand up, you and Joe. June was born on Runnymede on Christmas Day. I don't know what year, June, but we know it's December the 25th. And Joe, her husband, and they are coming now. And some of our people are quickly going to take these ferns down. And we are going to witness right before your very eyes some of the dances that were popular during the time that Runnymede was. His brother Butler. Brother, come and talk to us a minute. The man with the deep voice, all the way from Virginia. If he had just dropped the hint about T-shirts before he had these made, the committee could have made a mint. I mean, look at that, would you? Everybody would have wanted one of those, and still somebody may make them available through the mail or something. Who knows? But
I can work it out.
You can work it out. Take us for a minute down memory lane, Brother Butler.
Get your hands off of it. Hey, brother. Get your hands down. Put your hands down.
Take your hands down.
Lord, I'm in love with myself.
And I'm in love with you too. I cannot believe that I was asked. Just to be here is great, but to come before you tonight, and if I stay here too long, I'll probably get a little bit emotional. A little bit more than I can stand. Curly Roundtree, little rascal, 4 feet tall, said everything in the world I wanted to say. But it looked like it was 9 feet tall. And I did. Like I said, everything in the world I wanted to say, you took it away from me. But I love you, Harry. But just to be here and to look out here and see all these people that I haven't seen for so many years, it's just, of course, I had a little story or two I wanted to tell you. But you know what? I'm not going to be able to do it. So I look out here tonight, and I'm just so full and filled with I really am. I just can't do it. But I really did. I had a little story or two I wanted to tell you, but I'm not going to be able to do it. I'll just choke right up before I can tell it. But I have never in my life, in all of my years, had anything that made me act as excited. My wife, she hadn't been able to live with me for the last 2 months. Just the thought that it was coming off. All I could do was talk about it, and call down home, check on everybody, see what was going on. Phone bill, I don't know what that's going to be. But who cares? But I just could not wait to get here. And just to be a part of it. But I do want you people to know that Runnymede to me is a very unique community. And the people that live here and have grown up here and still live here. And to me, Runnymede is running. God, I love you.
I'm telling you. He's right. If he'd have talked too long, he'd have gotten choked up, and I don't blame him for backing out right there, because I'm sure that story had some sentimental points to it. Something else just crossed my mind. Looking back at that picture with those girls on the Coca-Cola ice box, you'll notice that Ella Merle had some flowers in her hair, but that was a common occurrence during those war years. And I don't know how many of you knew it or not, but those of us who had an older sister, like I did, Evelyn and some of the others, do you know what they used to make us do? They used to, which is what is called the dance portion of the program. We are going to give out the remainder of the prizes, after which Ralph Powell will come for a closing reading. After which we are going to stand together and sing the Runnymede song again. And we're going to have somebody who knows it better than I knew it today. And we're going to keep them all together. And so that's what we're going to do. So you know what the remainder of the program is going to be. But now we're just going to, unless somebody slips word up here that I missed something. And okay, get your ticket ready, Evelyn. All right. And let me get mine ready. I hope I didn't throw it away. By the way, my number is 070151. Just in case, no cheating.
I did not hear that again.
All right, better not hear that again. Coiningware set by Harris Furniture Company, and the grand number is, of course, 070339. 0339. Squeal, please. Okay, here we go. We'll get it right out to you. All right, the next prize is... Okay, Mr. Black & Decker is going to give us a cordless screwdriver. And that is going to be 07, of course, 0332. 0332. There we go. All the women winning these nice mechanical prizes. All right, what's next, Aaron? A socket set from Maripit Hardware. Oh, it feels heavy. And let's hope another beautiful woman wins this one too. 070095. 0095. A young man is going to start his career. Last night, about midnight, Johnny Ken and I in the Model A Ford. And I was driving it and I was reminiscing, and suddenly we saw a light over there. And 3 men were standing around a truck about midnight. And I said, Johnny, who is that? He said, I believe it's Bud Hudson. I backed the car up and we drove up in the driveway. And I noticed there was a drink sitting up there, and I could imagine what they were doing. And Bud said, I hope you don't want very much of that car. It's running terrible. And I said, Bud, you know who I am? And Bud looked and looked and looked, and I lived right across the street from him, and he didn't know me. I wonder why. Okay, Bud. I said I wouldn't tell on you. What am I giving away? Sugar's Department Store, a Golden V men's shirt, 070346. All right, here we are. And 070096. 070096. That looks like one of those Keene girls from Langley Crossroads. The daughter of Stella, and I can't call your first name, but Bonita. I tell you, they look all so wonderful, I cannot remember their name. Flame Buster, Long Life, Kitchen Fire Extinguisher. Black & Decker, of course. 070105. 070105. 070105. Oh, look us there. Let's give Miss Sally Frazier a hand. About 3 weeks ago, I came down and I rode by my old house. And I looked and I saw the kitchen door open. And I knew Miss Sally lived there, and I didn't want to burst in on her, but I think the granddaughter was doing some moving in and out or something like that, and I took a chance and stopped and went in my house and went in every room. And I'm telling you, those rooms are so small now, and they look so big to me when I lived in them. But Miss Sally has it decorated all nice, and I said, is this where the kitchen was? And this where that old pantry was? And I had myself a ball reminiscing about my home. And we have a Spill Buster wet and dry cordless hand vacuum by Black & Decker. And the number is 070079. 0079. Okay. All right. Wonderful. Runnymede is now 2 ahead, right? Another dozen socks. Thank you. Mayos will never catch up tonight. 070213. 0213. We're almost through. 0213. There we go. Wonderful. And here is a spotlight from Black & Decker. Buy something from Black & Decker. This is a 2-year full guarantee. 070167. 070167. 0167. Okay. All right. And another Black & Decker. It is a dependable flashlight guaranteed to shine for 300 feet. And that number is 070344. 0344. And there is the lucky number. Are we down to the last one? Deacon's Bench from Simmons Furniture Company. Are you still working there? Wonderful. 27 years. It's a great store. And I guess this is a big prize. We got a gift from Cliff's on the back table, but in the meantime, the Deacon's Bench, 070343. 0343. Call it again, right? 0343. Okay. And you can have the Deacon's Bench. And what do we have back here? The flower arrangement. Cliff's Florist. Last prize. As many prizes as we have given away. If you have